Have you ever watched that one player who just never loses the ball? The guy who can receive a pass surrounded by 3 defenders and somehow he wriggles out of it, buys his team a few seconds, or even wins a foul in a dangerous spot. Coaches trust him. Teammates always pass to him. Scouts write his name down. And the crazy part? That calmness under pressure isn't magic. It's not some God-given talent. It's a skill, a trainable one. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever been the guy who panics when a defender is breathing down your neck? You take that heavy touch, you misplace a pass, you lose the ball in a bad spot, and suddenly your teammates stop passing to you. Not because they don't like you, but because they can't afford to risk it. I've been there. I've lived that frustration. And here's the hard truth. The second you become the guy who gives it away, people stop trusting you, even when you're wide open. But it doesn't have to stay that way, because the ability to stay calm under pressure, to make the right decision when everything is chaotic, that's not just for the elite. It's something you can build. And it starts with understanding the one mistake almost every player makes, the mistake that costs them the ball, their coach's trust, and their confidence. Here's what most players don't realize. Losing the ball isn't just a technical failure, it's a mental one. And it starts the moment your brain perceives pressure as a threat instead of information. Let me explain. When a defender closes in, your brain does one of 2 things. It panics. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision making, goes into overdrive. You start overthinking. Your touches get heavier, your passes lose accuracy, you freeze. It trusts your training. Your motor cortex, the part that controls automatic movements, takes over. You don't think, you react. You feel the pressure, the space, the timing, and you make the right play without hesitation. The difference between these 2 responses isn't talent, it's training. A study compared elite footballers to amateurs in high-pressure situations. The amateurs' brains lit up like a Christmas tree. Stress, hesitation, scrambled decisions. The pros? Their brains were quiet. Their prefrontal cortex was barely active. Instead, their motor cortex was in control. They weren't thinking, they were feeling. That's the secret. The best players don't fight pressure, they absorb it. And you can too. But first, you have to stop making the one mistake that's sabotaging your game. So for the past month, I've been working on something called the Magnetic Touch, and it's launching in 7 days, on Tuesday, January 27th. If you want to stop freezing when you get the ball, make the right decisions in real games without stress, and start controlling the game instead of being controlled by it, then you have 6 days to join the waitlist before it closes and get 3 free bonuses. 1, a discount. 2, 24-hour early access. 3, extra guidance and updates before launch. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment, put in your email, and you're in. Let me take you back to the streets of Rio, the alleys of Buenos Aires, the dusty pitches of Lagos. Places where football isn't played on manicured grass with perfect cones and organized drills. It's played in chaos, on uneven ground, with cars honking in the background, dogs running across the pitch, and opponents who don't play by the rules. Watch old clips of Ronaldinho as a kid, or Maradona, or JJ Okocha. They weren't doing cone drills. They were playing in messy, unpredictable environments where the ball could bounce off a wall, a rock, or a passing bicycle. They had to feel the game, not just play it. Now think about how most players train today. Clean pitches, perfectly spaced cones, drills that look great on Instagram but do nothing to prepare you for the chaos of a real match. You practice your touches in a controlled setting, but the second a defender pressures you in a game, your brain short circuits. Why? Because you've trained for control, not for feel. The players who dominate under pressure, they've spent hours in environments where they had to react, not think, where the ball could come at them from any angle, on any surface, with any amount of pressure. That's how you build instinct. And instinct is what separates the players who crumble from the players who control the game. So what's the one mistake almost every player makes? They train their feet, but they forget to train their nervous system. Your body has a built-in radar system called proprioception. It tells you where your limbs are, how fast they're moving, how much force you're using, without you having to look. It's what allows a striker to volley a ball midair, or a midfielder to spin away from a defender with his eyes closed. But here's the problem. Most players never develop it. Instead, they rely on visual cues. They look at the ball, they look at the defender, they look for space. And the second the game speeds up, their brain gets overwhelmed. Their touches get sloppy, they lose the ball. The fix? Train your body to feel the game, not just see it. Here's how. Drill 1, barefoot mastery. Why? Your feet have over 7,000 nerve endings. Cleats dull that connection. Training barefoot wakes it up. How? Spend 10 minutes a day dribbling barefoot on different surfaces: grass, concrete, sand. Focus on light touches and quick adjustments. Pro tip: try juggling barefoot. The uneven contact forces your body to adapt automatically. Drill 2, the chaos box. Why? Most players train in clean environments. This drill forces you to react to unpredictability. How? Mark a 5x5 yard box. Dribble a ball inside while a teammate or coach throws tennis balls at you. Your goal? Keep control of the football while avoiding the tennis balls. Progression: add a defender who lightly pressures you. Now you're training proprioception plus decision-making under chaos. Drill 3, the no-look shield. Why? The best players don't watch the ball, they feel it. How? Shield the ball from a defender or a wall while keeping your head up. Use your body to block the defender, but rely on touch and balance, not sight. Key: lower your center of gravity, bend your knees, stay wide. This makes you harder to knock off the ball and gives you more options to escape. Let's talk about shielding. Not just using your body to block a defender, but controlling the entire situation. Watch players like Sergio Busquets, Marco Verratti, or even a young Eden Hazard. They're not the biggest or strongest, but good luck getting the ball off them. Why? Because they've mastered the science of leverage, angles, and deception. Tactic 1, the scissors trap, Hazard's signature move. How it works: when a defender approaches, step between the ball and the defender at the last second. Now, the defender has two choices. Back off, you've bought yourself space. Foul you, you've won a free kick in a dangerous area. Key: timing. Step in too early and the defender adjusts. Step in too late and you lose the ball. Practice this against a wall or a teammate until it's automatic. Tactic 2, the pyramid stance, unmovable balance. How it works: lower your center of gravity by bending your knees and widening your stance. This does 3 things: makes you harder to knock over, gives you more angles to escape, forces the defender to commit to a side, which you can exploit. Drill: have a teammate push you from different angles while you shield the ball. Focus on absorbing their force, not resisting it. Tactic 3, the micro-touch escape. How it works: instead of taking big touches, use small, constant adjustments to keep the ball moving. This makes you unpredictable and forces the defender to guess. Drill: dribble in a tight space, like a bathroom, while keeping the ball glued to your feet. Every time you feel pressure, take a micro-touch to change direction slightly. Pro insight: your arms aren't just for balance, they're your frame. Use them to absorb contact, not push. This keeps you legal while making it harder for defenders to bully you off the ball. Here's the truth most players never hear: losing the ball isn't the problem. Playing scared is. Look at the best players in the world: Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Statistically, they lose the ball more than you think. But when they don't, they're breaking lines, creating chances, and changing games. The difference? They take calculated risks. Most players are taught to play safe. Don't lose the ball. Keep possession. But safe passes rarely win matches. Intelligent risks do. The risk-reward matrix. Green zone: low risk, high reward. Losing the ball in the final third? Fine. Your team can press and recover. Red zone: high risk, low reward. Losing it near your own box? That's a problem. Smart players: they take risks in the green zone and stay sharp in the red zone. How to train this mindset: embrace failure reps. In training, put yourself in 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 1 situations where losing the ball is part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's learning to recover and try again. Play next play football. Every time you lose the ball, immediately sprint to win it back. This trains your brain to see mistakes as opportunities, not failures. Study the best. Watch players like Lamine Yamal or Vinicius Jr. They lose the ball all the time, but they keep asking for it. Why? Because they know one breakthrough play can change the game. Final thought: the players who dominate aren't the ones who never lose the ball. They're the ones who lose it while trying to create something. So how do you put this all together? Here's your 30-day plan to fix this mistake and become the player who never loses the ball under pressure. Week 1, wake up your nervous system. Daily drills: 10 minutes of barefoot dribbling, focus on light touches. 10 minutes of chaos box drills, dribble while avoiding tennis balls. 10 minutes of shielding practice, use a wall or teammate. Week 2, master the shield. Daily drills: practice the scissors trap 50 times per session. Work on the pyramid stance against a teammate. Play 1 versus 1 games where the only rule is no big touches. Week 3, train under pressure. Daily drills: pressure cooker drill. Dribble in a tight space with a defender chasing you. If you lose the ball, reset immediately. No look passing. Receive the ball, take 1 touch, and pass without looking.
train your proprioception. Risk-reward games. Play 3 versus 3 with the rule, no backward passes in the final third. Week 4, game simulation. Daily drills, full pressure scrimmages, no restrictions, just react and adapt. Film review. Watch your games and identify 3 moments where you panicked. What could you have done differently? Mental reps. Before bed, visualize yourself staying calm under pressure. See the defender coming, feel the ball at your feet, hear the crowd, then react perfectly. After 30 days, play in a real game and count how many times you lose the ball under pressure. If it's less than before, you're on the right track. If not, go back to week 1 and train harder.
The difference between the player who crumbles under pressure and the player who controls the game comes down to one thing: how you train when no one's watching. Most players will read this, nod their heads, and go back to the same old drills. But if you're serious, if you're ready to fix this mistake and dominate every game, then start today. Drop a comment with day 1 if you're committing to the 30-day challenge. I'll check in on you in a month. And if you want more secrets like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. Now get to work. The next time your teammate looks for someone to trust with the ball, make sure it's you.